Hey everybody, welcome back. It's Grampy here in our single player world that we're calling Road to Logic. And I'm up here AFKing to get some gunpowder because now that we have our fancy elytra, how should I show this? Now that we have our fancy elytra, we're going to need to make a good supply of rockets that'll last for a long time. So I'm up here just AFKing, but I have been doing quite a bit of other stuff too. So I've done a little work here on the castle, and I've got the outside pretty much done except for the ceiling or the roof. But I've done all four sides, and boy, that was quite a bit of work. Anyway, so you can see that progress, and I really do like. I was thinking about just making the side walls a lot plainer than this, but I'm glad I didn't. I'm glad it looks symmetrical. I do need the landscape around here and put some bushes and stuff. I also made this. I finished part of the inside. I finished the tunnel leading in, just a basic stone brick tunnel with some depth built into the wall and some interesting features that you can look at. I've got some archways supporting the roof, the ceiling, and then these timber beams, providing the main support on the thing. And then I've got about half of the inside. You can see I haven't done anything over here, but I have kind of laid out what I think I'll use for the inside here. But anyway, so here's some storage, and we can label each chest with its own little labeler. And I used I found a geode, by the way. I made some tinted glass that I tried to use over in the wool farm, but I found out that it doesn't work. It doesn't allow grass to grow underneath it, so I had to replace it. But anyway, I used this, what's it called? Calcite. I used this calcite for the ceiling. I think that makes a pretty nice ceiling, actually. Polished andesite for the coving. And I randomized the floor a little bit. I don't know, just to kind of match the rest of the castle. I don't know if I like it real well, but I know pretty much, I'm pretty sure that I'm not going to change it. I'd spend just a minute talking about the state of the series, because this is kind of a milestone video right here, this episode. Every single other episode up to this point was recorded in one gigantic gameplay session. I mean, I just recorded all the gameplay up to this point and didn't publish any of the videos, didn't create any of the episodes. And then I just tried to create all of them, like 40. I think this is episode 43. So I did 42 episodes before I ever published one. And tried, because I didn't, mostly because I didn't have editing software. I didn't know how to edit videos, and I just recorded a bunch of gameplay. I definitely do not recommend that. I mean, editing trying to edit that into watchable episodes was terrible, and I don't think I succeeded in some areas. I think some of the episodes are pretty bad. But anyway, I spent hours and hours doing video editing and trying to create something that people could watch. But this episode is so now whatever you see published out there to YouTube is up to date with where we are. This is real time right here. And no more video. The next video that gets published is going to be what we're doing right now. We're going to publish one, I'm probably going to come out with one video every maybe 3 days. It's kind of my plan. I was hoping to get at least a couple of videos a week out. Really looking forward to continuing the series, guys. I hope, I know not many people are watching. I don't have any followers, and I didn't really anticipate that people would find this and watch it. But, so I'm mostly doing it just for my own fun, benefit. And my grandson, Hayden, my oldest grandson, Hayden, is a Minecrafter. At least he used to be. He's kind of grown tired of it, but his grandpa is still addicted. Hope you enjoy this episode, and hope you enjoy the rest of the series. And here we go. Okay, everybody, we are back, and we're getting ready to make a start here on our barn. So the first thing I'm going to do is build up the frame, the log frame, the oak log frame that is required. And I'm probably going to need some more oak wood, so I've planted a little temporary oak tree farm right there. But I think I've got enough. I might have enough to finish it right here. I've got several stacks, but let's try it. So we're gonna build up these corner pillars. I made it, luckily. And I think, I forgot to count how high this was. I think it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I think it's 5. We only need to go to 7 here. And then we're going to have right here at this level is going to be kind of a roof outline in cobblestone that sort of outlines the shape of the roof, the peak of the roof. But the remainder of the roof I'm going to make out of deep slate tile and maybe deep slate, what's the other, bricks, deep slate bricks. So there's the frame of the front. I think that might be a good enough start on the frame that we can begin placing. And yeah, it looks like I do have enough oak to do whatever we need to do here. And now we're going to need some of this red terracotta. I can't remember whether I talked about this on camera, on video or not, but I went and found a Badlands biome. And it's quite a ways away, so I built a portal up on the roof to get there and more easily, and I dug up a shulker full of red terracotta. I think we just I tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to build it all using just the two materials, just the terracotta and the concrete. And I may come back and give concrete powder sort of a go, just mix in just a little bit, but I'm pretty sure that I won't be using. I seem to have lost my hoe. Oh, there it is. Sorry. I'm pretty sure I won't use that nether wart block. It's just too deep. It would go a lot better with just concrete powder in that. But anyway, we'll see. Who knows what we might end up with. But that's how these walls are going to go. Just try to build them up and use random, just a random mix in, randomization of the. I'm not looking very random, am I? I'm just going to randomize in the red concrete, and a pretty liberal amount too. And that's how that's going to go. That's how it's going to look. And then there'll be windows at locations. In fact, I may have covered up where a window goes. I'm not sure. I'll need to look. But anyway, I'm going to just, and so the whole thing at this, in this location is just going to be these red walls. So I'm going to go ahead and off camera, I'm going to do a lot of that. So anyway, I'm going to go ahead and go around the building and just kind of piece in these walls like this, and then we'll come back and start working on the details of adding windows and trimming around stuff and all that. So we'll see you in a flash. Okay, guys, we're back and got the main wall structure up and going, and knocked out holes for where the windows will go. So now what we're going to do is frame in these windows and do a little of the, the trim work that that we need. So we'll just kind of do one of each style. They're all the same style, but there's some of these windows are 3 high and some are only 2. So we'll do one of each, even though I wouldn't need to to show you what we're doing here. But we're going to use a lot of spruce trap doors and such. And so that's kind of how the front and back windows are going to be framed. We're going to use fences in here. And that was a mistake, but I may leave it because I see I forgot to turn off the light level overlay, and I noticed that block is spawnable. So I may just leave it like that. It kind of looks cool. I might even put a torch on top of it. Like that. I may not leave that. I may instead hang a lantern. I don't know what we'll do. But anyway, so that's kind of what the big 3 tall windows are going to look like. And then the shorter windows are going to be very similar. Very similar indeed. We'll just have the same kind of deal. Here and here with a slab. And I think that's right, where the top block is only half showing before the apron of that roof comes down and connects to the top of that. Go ahead and finish out the bottom part of this whole thing. See you in a flash. Okay, welcome back. So I have trimmed out the front and the back. The back is exactly like this as far as that top part is concerned. And I just wanted to bring you in and show you this progress. So in front of the cobblestone framing, I added this spruce stairs and planks and slabs to kind of trim that out and make it look finished. fairly basic. It's trimmed with upside down stairs on the bottom, and then and right side upstairs on the top, and then spruce stairs along the front. I did put a gate here, so we can, if we miss the window, we can open the gate and walk in without using an ender pearl or whatever. But and then I just trimmed the edge of this with spruce trap doors. Anyway, we're going to jumble some hay bales around there to make it look, just for decoration is all. And the same on the front and back. I put the two beams coming out. They come out by two, and then hung some lanterns with deep slate tile walls to anchor them, and then one lantern in the center. And that's kind of that's the whole outside of this thing done. Well, I'm sorry, except for this giant part of it, the roof, obviously. But other than the deep slate roof, the outside is finished. So. Give me your stuff. I'm going to use my looting. There. I do want to get these. I want to make a little bit of slow falling potion. Anyway, guys, there's the progress so far. We're going to cut it here, and I'm going to work on the roof. Well, okay, guys. Here we are, and the barn is complete. On the outside, there's still a lot of work to do on the inside, but I think I'll have trouble editing this all down into a usable episode, so I probably should just plan on stopping here. But I wanted to show you kind of the finished result from the outside, so you can see my randomization is not very good. That may be a little bit too much of the tile, or too much of the brick. And anyway, I don't know. I probably won't change it. But I did want you to notice how this daylight sensor fit into the roof. We just had to leave out one course, or one column of the stuff, and we got our daylight sensor out here working. The top of the roof has got this peak. So anyway, pretty awesome barn. Good job, Logic. Again, he designed this on the Legacy SMP server. He didn't do a tutorial, so I tried to just see what he was doing and build it as close as I could. Few differences, but by and large, this is, I think, pretty close to what he built on Legacy server. So there you go. The sheep farm, the wolf. I think it looks really good in this spot. We have a little room to make we still got a lot of landscaping to do around here. Get rid of all these ugly torches if we can. But, my plan would be to make a meandering farm path, not over there. I've enjoyed our little hidey hole, and I think it looks pretty cool. I was thinking about tearing it all down and building the storage room right there, or as part of there, but I kind of like the way it looks here, so I'm going to keep it. And we're going to build our storage house over in that area. So this path will come out of here and kind of wander off that direction. Anyway, guys, thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next episode.